This is KCTV English News. I'm Hyung Shim. A deadly fire tore down a 29-ton fishing boat named Daesangho, causing it to sink in the waters off Cheju Island this Tuesday. The boat's stern is towed today and will be transported to Hwasun Port in Jeollanam-do Province as early as tomorrow morning. 5 government agencies, including the National Coast Guard, the National Forensic Service, and the Maritime Affairs and Safety Policy Bureau, will together investigate the salvaged parts. Local officials had deployed a 80-ton tugboat and a 900-ton barge ship yesterday to continue salvaging remains of the boat and 33 vessels and 6 aircrafts to search for the missing crew members. However, the boat's bow and missing crew members remain unfound for over 4 days. Last Friday, locally produced lemons have been shipped for the first time this year. The Jeju National Agricultural Technology Center said this year's first batch of Jeju lemons were shipped to Hanaro Dongyunmart on November 15th. Full-scale shipment of the fruit will start by the end of this month. This year's locally produced lemons are being sold at about 6,000 won per kilogram, which is similar to that of last year. The overall yield is expected to reach 130,000 tons, which is up 5 tons from last year. The center explained that consumers are showing positive responses toward locally produced lemons for their freshness, although they are about 2,000 won more expensive than a kilogram of imported lemons. The province is preparing measures to clear snow from roads during the snowy winter season. Local officials have been checking and repairing snow removal equipment, such as snow blowers, from last month. They plan to finish purchasing materials and putting sandbags at designated areas around the island by the end of this month. In order to prevent roads in cities and near the airport from freezing, the provincial government will lease 4 dump trucks and station them at the eastern and western parts of the island. Officials will also test run automated facilities that spray saline water. The local government will operate an integrated situation room for snow removal to minimize road discomfort caused by heavy snow from December through March of next year. The 19th Mosulpo Extreme South Yellowtail Festival is running through this Sunday at Mosulpo Port, Seogpo City. Visitors will be able to take part in a number of activities, including barehanded fishing, which is its signature event, yellowtail net fishing, and a fish auction on a boat deck. Visitors can also taste various foods, including raw yellowtail and local specialties at food stalls. The festival provides a chance for visitors to enjoy yellowtail, a local delicacy, at a low price. The festival is one of the leading events in Jeju, with around 200,000 people visiting the festival every year. Building owners will soon be able to self-assess seismic performance of their buildings. The province is working to create a system for building owners to self-assess the seismic performance of their buildings. This system is also being created in several parts of the country, including Seoul. Local officials plan to make the system available for public use from next January. The system will provide the owner with information on whether the building is earthquake-proof based on the building registration certificate. Meanwhile, there are about 60,000 buildings in Jeju that need to be earthquake-resistant, but only 33% of them are earthquake-proof. It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Lehman with a couple of new movies available now on KCTV's VOD service.
This week on Film Focus, the bold, the brilliant, the beautiful, the beastly, and the bad? That might be a strong word, but there's no denying that exactly one of this week's new movies did not live up to expectations. Here we have Rambo: Last Blood and High Life. So strap on your boots and wipe down your helmet visor, because we're taking this last ride right into space. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Lehman. Robert Pattinson has made a bit of a name for himself post-Twilight by tackling some pretty meaty and pretty strange indie roles. Here in High Life, he plays Monty, who who, along with his baby daughter and a crew of death row inmates, is one of the last survivors of a dangerous mission to the outer reaches of the solar system. The ship's doctor, a woman with sinister motives, has vanished, and as the mystery of what happened on board the ship is unraveled, the father and daughter pair must rely increasingly on each other to survive as they hurtle toward the oblivion of a black hole. It might sound very sci-fi, and it is, but it's not like it's some big effects spectacle. This is a very human-centered character drama. What is it about exactly? Well, something different to everyone. It works rather like an emotional canvas, director Claire Denis having used the infiniteness of space upon which to cast her unfortunate characters. See it, and then take stock afterwards. You'll likely emerge changed. About 2 generations have grown up with Rambo, which means there was a pretty big audience waiting to see how the famed character would go out. Sylvester Stallone has had great success with the more recent Rocky movies, and so there was hope that the same would happen to this final installment in the venerable Rambo franchise. Unfortunately, this isn't the Rambo you're looking for. It's been almost 4 decades since he drew First Blood, but Stallone's Last Blood will likely not live on in the hearts of fans, especially given the weak script. The movie simply loses too much of the story that the first few films had and replaces it with cold vengeance and kill after kill after kill. And given that none of the Rambo films are particularly deep story-wise, this is really saying something. Rambo has lost his sense of humor in his old age and is only after blood, be it his first or his last.
They can do to stop it.
Visitors to Buserpo Extreme South Yellowtail Festival can try catching a yellowtail with bare hands. Taking a look at our weather, skies will be clear in the morning but become cloudy in the afternoon on Saturday. For more details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 15 and the afternoon high will be 22 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, we also expect a low at 15 in the morning and a high at 22 in the afternoon. Over in Seongsan, the temperatures will be 14 in the morning, warming up to 21 degrees. Across the island in Busan, we expect a low of 14 and a high of 22 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, we'll hit a low of 9, topping off at 17 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northeast and east at a speed of 8 to 13 meters per second, with seas between 1 and 2.5 meters. And here's what's coming up. Thank you for tuning in today at KCTV English News. Please follow us on YouTube at KCTV E-News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Have a pleasant evening.